Hey, welcome to Physical Embodiment Studio. I'm Courtney Sproles, a certified personal trainer and yoga instructor, and today I'll be guiding you through a quick, short, and effective cool down sequence that's nice to do after a workout or right before bed, just trying to calm the nervous system down before resting. So we'll make our way on to an all fours position. Grounding your hands, spreading your fingers wide, and your shoulders will be directly over your wrist. This is my dog, Phoenix. So we're staying in this nice neutral tabletop position. I'll have you drop your belly down, gazing up softly, letting your belly completely drop without kinking your neck or gazing forward. Exhale, round through your spine, push through the middle of your back so you're separating through the shoulder blades. Inhale, drop your belly down, soft gaze up and forward. Exhale, round through your spine, really create that space in the mid-back. A few rounds like that, inhaling to drop your belly, relaxing through the ab wall. Exhale, rounding through the spine, really tucking your pelvis towards your face. 2 more. Now, push your hips towards your heels. I like to bring my toes together, knees wide, dropping your hands down to the floor. Relax your third eye to the earth, and breathe. Really expanding through the rib cage with your inhale, relaxing into it as you exhale. Give me 2 more breaths here. Now begin to walk your hands over to the left, right hand over left. Pull your right hip down and away and breathe into your right rib cage. Stay for 2 more breaths here. Slowly walk your hands through center, over to the right, left hand over right. Breathing into the left side body now. Gently pulling your left hip down and away. Two more breaths. Walk your hands back through center, come into an all fours position again. Now start to walk your knees in towards each other and send your hips back towards your heels, coming into an upright seated position. So first I'll have you relax into this position, feeling the lengthening of the quads and the back of your feet. Extend your arms down by your side, fingers spread wide, opening through your chest. Begin to reach your arms up overhead with length through the fingertips, grabbing a hold of your left wrist at the top, reaching over to the right, breathing into your left rib cage. We'll stay here for 3 total breaths, so 2 more. Find your way through center, grab a hold of your right wrist, pull it up and over to the left. 3 breaths. Find your way back through center, cactus arms, open through your chest, elbows slightly tuck as you draw your elbows in towards your rib cage. Start to slightly look upward, finding expansion through the chest. Stay here for 3 breaths. One more breath all the way through. Relaxing your arms down by your side. Now, tuck your toes, send your hips back. This is quite an intense stretch on the feet, so if it feels like too much, you can come out of it a little bit. Otherwise, you're letting your hips be really heavy on your heels, so the back, or rather the bottom of your foot is really expanded. Easing into it with your breath. 2 more. Guide your hands to the floor, walking into that all fours position again. Untuck your toes and then find a little pitter patter on the floor. When you're ready, extend your left foot to the outside of your left hand, finding a runner's lunge. That might mean sending that right knee back a little bit, opening through your chest. And then gently let your left knee fall over to the left. Take your time here. You'll know when you've reached your limit and you can hang out there and breathe. Let's stay for 4 breaths this time. Last breath here. Let your foot find the floor again. Send your hips back, slowly lengthening through the left hamstring until your toes reach up towards the ceiling. Find a little more length in your spine. We'll stay here for 4 breaths. Final breath. Slightly bend the left knee again. Bring the left knee under your hip. Give yourself a moment of pause. When you're ready, send your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Runner's lunge side 2. Left knee shimmies back a little bit. Finding length through your spine and then slowly tipping that right knee out to the right till you've reached your limit, and hold and breathe. Continue to prioritize the length in your spine. Last breath. Ground your right foot on the floor. Start to send your hips back, lengthening through the right hamstring this time. Toes will reach up towards the ceiling, spreading your toes wide, opening through your chest. One more breath. Slight bend in that right knee, eventually finding that right knee to meet your left. Ground your hands and your knees again. Give yourself a moment of pause. Then gently push your heels back towards, or your hips back towards your heels, coming into that upright seated position again. Now, if it feels comfortable for you, I'll have you bring your hands behind your back, fingers are towards your bum, opening through your chest. Really create that length through the collarbones, slightly gazing up, and start to breathe into your chest to start. You might feel a little bit of lengthening in the front of the shoulder as well. That's wonderful. Good. And we'll add a component to this, lengthening more through the quads. So you'll start to squeeze your glutes, lifting your hips up off your heels, breathing into your front body. One more breath. Drop your hips down, walk your hands forward, and let's take care of those wrists. So I'll have you reach your fingers towards your knees with the back of your palms towards the floor, finding length in the arms, breathing into the back of the wrist. Now untuck your hands, bring your fingers to face each other, kind of like a bulldog. Opening through your chest, and then bring yourself over to the right and over to the left. A couple times like that. All right, pick yourself up off the floor. you're in a comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like. Begin to roll out your wrists. So like you're stirring peanut butter with your wrist, you're creating that nice, slow, intentional movement through the wrist. Now let's lace the fingers in front, push the palms forward, a little tuck of the chin, separate your shoulder blades, pull your navel in towards your spine and create length in your back body. Drop your shoulders away from your ears, really elongate the spine. Separating the shoulder blades, finding length in the rhomboids. Now grow tall again, stack your spine, reach your hands behind your back, open through your chest, soft gaze up. Bring your hands back to the floor, find all fours again, tuck your toes, lift your hips up nice and slow till they reach the sky, sending your spine long, sending your heart towards your knees and really pushing your hips up towards the sky. Now slowly start to walk your feet in towards your hands, grounding your feet right underneath your hips, deep bend in the knees to start, relaxing your head, neck, and shoulders. Stay here for 3 breaths. Bring your hands to your hips, slowly rise up, all the way until you're in a standing position. Give yourself a moment to pause at the top. Drop your arms down by your side. Hopefully you're feeling good, lengthened, and calm. Thank you for joining us. I'll see you next time.